You're mid-sentence with someone you love, and your hand goes for your phone. Nothing pinged. Nothing lit up. You just felt something like an itch right at the base of your attention, and now the phone is in your hand and you don't fully remember reaching for it. You glance. There's nothing. You put it back. 10 minutes later, you do it again. This is a strange habit. If you saw someone else do it, mid-conversation, mid-meal, mid-movie, you'd call it rude. When you do it, it doesn't even feel like a choice. It feels like scratching. And notice what you're checking for. Not a specific message. Not a specific person. Just something. You're checking for something the phone might have gotten while you weren't looking. And when there's nothing, you don't feel relieved. You feel a small, dull disappointment. Then you do it again in 10 minutes. Here's the mechanism, and it's older than the phone. Your brain runs on prediction errors. It makes a guess about what's coming, and it lights up when the guess is wrong in an interesting way. That's what learning feels like from the inside. A phone is a machine that occasionally rewards you with a prediction error. A message, a like, a piece of news that mattered. Occasionally. That's the trap. Because your brain doesn't learn from the rewards. It learns from the unpredictability of the rewards. Something that pays off every time is boring. Something that pays off never is ignorable. Something that pays off sometimes. And you can't tell when. That thing owns you. Slot machines figured this out 100 years ago. Your phone figured it out 10 years ago. Your brain figured it out 400 million years ago and has been waiting. So the urge to check isn't about the phone. It's about the fact that you can't predict it. You're not scratching an itch. You're running a small, hopeful experiment, dozens of times a day, on a lottery ticket that mostly loses. But here's where it gets weirder. Notice that the urge comes strongest in a specific moment, not when you're bored. Not when you're alone. It comes when you're most present. The middle of a real conversation, the middle of a good meal, the middle of a scene you're actually enjoying, which is backwards. The phone should be pulling you away from something dull. Why does it pull you away from something good? Because being fully present is unpredictable too. And the phone's unpredictability is a version you know how to survive. A conversation might turn hard. A meal might end. A movie might make you feel something. Real presence has no rules. The phone at least tells you the rules. Check, disappointed, wait 10 minutes, check again. The urge isn't for information. It's for a smaller, safer kind of surprise than the one right in front of you. So the next time your hand starts moving before you decide, don't just put the phone back. Notice what it was about to interrupt. That's the thing your body was trying to make more manageable. The phone was never really the point. It was just the exit. And it's worth asking, quietly. An exit from what?